1942, these two programs have defied conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention.
Be on TV, BBC, all the shows, good niggas from Bay King. I stay right around my mama. Don't nobody live with my house but a bunch of junkies. Get your line, Grade through the A, Gator Green, Chevy, Gator Gus, Alligator J.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return.
Yeah. It's sitting there on the floor. Yeah.
Really good. I'm going to feature him, give him the football, and he will do the rest. One play, one superstar, one touchdown.
Don't nobody live in my house with a bunch of junkies.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line, and he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return.
And then, boom, that's cool. You got that and fit. And then Ted, the Vegas.
Complete to start this drive. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar from...
He's going for
Oh.
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outdo the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Found a bunch of room and got to the 44-yard line. How about that heads-up play? You're coming out of the backfield, and all of a sudden the ball's in your breadbasket.
Yeah, how about that? Just seeing the ball tipped up, deflected in the air, running back's like, all right, I'll take it. I'll make the catch. That goes down the step. Work as a catch.
Nice pick up on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
They'll ride the hot hand. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're going to feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
And the Sooners back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Motion from the wide receiver. There we go. Headed to the end zone.
Let me see you bounce right to left and let you show me.
Touchdown, Sooner. Extra point here will tie the game.
Get your line. Glaze on the A. Gator Green, Chevy, Gator Gus, Alligator J.
And that's the problem with these guys, these quarterbacks. It's not the first play you have to play. You have to play the 2nd play, the 3rd play, because they just keep extending it and making plays. And then next thing you know, you look up and the dude's hitting his head on the goalpost.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
I see it going on the line.
Here comes the Texas offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Looking for a crease to the left. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. When you're sitting inside the top 25 halfway through the season, the goal was clear. Win out, hope you get a little bit of help because this party only has a dozen spots.
And it starts with winning out and taking care of business. And that starts today, right? Like every single game has to matter. It has to count. You got to look at yourself and say, how do we continue to grow, get better? And then, Jesse, let the dominoes fall where they fall.
That's it. And this is a top 25 team right now that I think has really good leadership inside the locker room. And these guys are really dedicated and focused on making sure this team worries about the opponent today. The rest of college football is going to take care of itself. This whole picture could look entirely different by the time this day is done, but you got to handle your business and get this win.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Connection to the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. The Longhorns in the hurry-up.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, big moment in recruiting last week, 4-star defensive back, gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
On the option. Finding open areas. Good pick up there. He gets enough for the 1st down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Catch in the middle, it's Butler.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
And the Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Fires to the big fella. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Snap in the shotgun. It's complete to the right.
These niggas gonna drop shit.
Gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texans! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This should be the last play of the quarter. With the catch, it's Thomas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Off from the shotgun. Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition.
Looking for a huge
why you keep making me over fucking throw my guys, bro?
Make the connection going for the big play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Sooners come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The offense changing the play. Just keeps slinging it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. A lot of chapters in this rivalry. They've been in different conferences. They've been in the same conference. And now they're going to the SEC to elevate this feud.
And I feel like it just takes rivalry games in the SEC to a whole new level, right? When you think about Texas and Oklahoma, you think about past Heisman Trophy winners and national championships. And now, David, you're adding that to Florida, Georgia, Alabama, LSU. It's just an entirely different level now.
And it's just fun to watch rivalries in college football. We've lost a lot of them with expansion. This one we get to keep. I love that they're both going to the SEC. They're going to play each other a bunch. We're going to still have this Red River rivalry that gets so many people excited. It's an unbelievable event. We've been there for game day a bunch. It is absolutely crazy.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Wants to fire on second down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon, and a guy this defense has got to be ready for.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
The Sooners are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to move the chains. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Fit it in the window for the score. The extra point here would tie the game.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He wants to go deep. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Got room on the return. The tag. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quickly complete. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorn!
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Time to change now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got his man downfield. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick 6. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He fires to the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Oklahoma! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. To the air on first down. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's open on the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He uncorks one deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. As That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They'll open the second half with a run. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Turning it on! And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. So you think quarterbacks are all about glory. How about taking that shot and getting rid of it just in time?
He did a great job hanging in there, being tough, and more importantly, I think, as a quarterback surveying the field, looking downfield, nothing open, making the right decision.
The Sooners are rolling down the field. They'll give it to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. A little screen to the running
giving me that same bullshit that irritation.
As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
They try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Quarterback making adjustments. Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quick completion to the right. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. They'll send out the kicker here. That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
That's crazy.
As they open this possession from their own 20. Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
On the option. Got enough for the first. Slithers into space. Breaks into the open. Running through contact. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down.
Yeah, I got a booty shit this nigga just did.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a game.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Butler. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Unloads it downfield. He's got it at the 20. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains wove, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a fourth-quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. A first-down run in the red zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Swings it out to the flat. Touchdown Sooner! They've got the lead here in the 4th. The AT unit on the field. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. South Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Columbia, one of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 10 to Mississippi State. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on fourth down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Grabbed behind the line, it's Washington. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Under fire. Outside the pocket, let's go. On target to the left. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's 1st down. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Fighting off the defender. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Wants to go up top. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This defense right now is pitting their ears back with a huge lead in the 4th quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
Looking for a deep man. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throwing vertically downfield.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Complete to the left. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut.
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? You're down by several scores. It's in the fourth quarter, and they keep making big plays. This is something where you just got to buck up. You got to do something about it. You got to find something down deep and go make a play so you can get the ball back and maybe get back in this game.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest